Sharife Cooper has finally done it, and you won't believe what's going on with Bronny James' former teammate Skyy Clark. Now, Sharife Cooper has been hooping in the G League, but you won't believe what has been announced. Now, some recent tweets have just come out stating the Hawks announced today that the two-way guard Sharife Cooper has been transferred from the College Park Skyhawks to the Hawks, and it's about time. We've been waiting for Sharife Cooper to get that call up for a while now. As many of you know, the G League was going through the playoffs, but unfortunately his squad did get eliminated. But with the numbers that he was putting up, there was no way that he wasn't going to get called up in the near future. Being able to have 42-point games, especially at Sharife's height, being only around 6'1", maybe 6'2" at that, and this dude is just able to do so much on the court. And I think he's learning from a lot of these veteran guards, some people like Trae Young or older guys who've been around for a while, and he's just clearly showing and developing his game. Now, one of the biggest things with him, of course, is his jump shot. You guys know it was looking a little suspect in the past, but he's definitely clearly worked on that because, again, you're not going to be able to drop 40 points without being able to shoot the ball well, especially from the three-point line. You won't believe this. Sharife Cooper was actually averaging 30.5 points per game over the last two games for his squad. Basically 31 points a game. Man, him only being 6'1", that's insane. But also being able to have assists as well, getting 8 assists in his recent game. He's just dropping dimes, scoring the basketball, and you knew the Hawks were gonna have to use him at some point. Now, is he going to be able to do that in the actual NBA? Absolutely not. I think he may come close, be able to make an impact on the squad, but again, it takes a lot of time for usually guards to be able to make their way into the NBA nowadays. Like we see more and more often, top recruits are actually taking their time, developing, taking a little bit longer in the G League, and then making that transition to go play in the NBA. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think it's finally Sharife's time, and I'm glad we finally see this dude getting that call up. And what's going on with Skyy Clark, man? He has just made his decision. Again, a lot of you know he actually decided to decommit from his prior school and was picking basically from a list of schools, and no one saw this coming. This dude actually committed to Illinois. Now, that's crazy. Again, Skyy Clark has been through it all. He used to play with Bronny James back in the day. As he got older, he was actually playing for Montverde, but went through a lot of adversity this year, especially dealing with injury and him being out playing for Montverde for a majority of the season. But it was good to see him back and actually in action, and now he's committed here. Now, of course, people are going to feel a type of way whatever college you do like, but I'm glad that this dude finally made a decision, and hopefully he can perform and be super solid in college. I think he's one of these guys who sometimes really doesn't always get the credit or type of shine that he deserves, being that he's a solid guard, but just really didn't get that type of PT this season because he was injured like we wanted him to see. Of course, you know people are going to have things to say when he decommitted from Kentucky, but man, they're dragging him in this comment section. Of course, some are happy, but others are basically stating how Illinois hasn't been to a Sweet 16 in 16 years. And of course, you know people are going to feel some type of way, but hey, I'm happy that this dude made a decision. And again, hopefully this dude can really hoop once he plays at the next level, because he's been working for a while and he doesn't seem like the most flashy guy out here, but he's the type of guy who can be a solid guard and definitely provide a lot of value to a college team. If you're a fan of basketball, you definitely saw the March Madness game, but did you know that Caleb Love will leave North Carolina after this year? Well, click the video on the screen because you won't want to miss why he's leaving.